Hello my loves, and today I've got a very special topic to share with you guys. We're going to be talking about why it is important to take your time when beginning a project. So I want to thank you guys for being here today, and let's dive into this.
Are you trying to navigate this crazy thing called life? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Unraveling with Rayne.
Welcome everybody. So today we're talking about starting new projects, and this is one of my favorite things to do. I love to start a million projects and then I kind of weed them out from there and figure out which ones I really want to do. And what that has taught me is a few key points in how to move forward with the projects that you really want to keep moving forward with, and knowing that it's okay to set a few on the back burner and reconvene with them at a later time. But right now I want to talk about those projects that we decide that we really want to move forward with, and some key tips that I've learned along the way. So first and foremost, I have learned that it is okay to sit with an idea for a little bit. I am very quick to jump into action. I don't like standing still. It is very hard for me to do, but this is a really important piece of the puzzle. You have to sit with an idea and really let it absorb and find its place, and you'll find that it is easier to decide how to move forward with this project and this new idea if you have given it enough time to really simmer. I like that word, simmer, right? So that would be probably the first thing that I like to do when I've decided that I want to move forward with something, is I just kind of let it simmer, let it marinate a little bit, soak up all the juices of what I got, whatever creativity I've got going on. And then I move into this phase of fleshing out the idea. The problem that I used to run into a lot in this fleshing out the idea phase is I used to be too specific with a lot of things. I used to hone it in too far sometimes. And what that did is it really cut off my creativity. I felt like I didn't have room to move around within the idea or the project I was working on because I have narrowed it down so far. And in reality, it's great to have an idea to go from, but you have to leave space for creativity and other elements to come into it. Otherwise, it can become very frustrating and you will hit a lot of walls. After you've fleshed it out a little bit, you will notice that you are moving into the space of acquiring the tools and resources that you need to bring this project to life. So we have an idea, we start writing it down, so we brought it from the concept to like more of a two-dimensional space. We've written out a bunch of notes, or we've written up a board, or however, whatever your process looks like. Don't feel like you have to use one, because there's hundreds of them out there and you can use them all if you want to. I don't recommend using them all, because then you might get a little distracted and feel all over the place, but however many or whatever ones work best for you, do that. You've brought this idea into a more two-dimensional space after you've flushed it out, and now it's time to gather the tools and resources to bring it to life, to bring it into reality, into this three-dimensional space that we live in, which is the most exciting part of a project, is when it comes to life. Realistically, the whole thing should be exciting, and I am working on that within my process, and I'm really finding more joy in the conceptualizing ideas and fleshing them out. But I can't lie, I love it. I love it when it comes to life and I can actually see it, smell it, taste it. We love this part of it. And anyway, so taking the time to acquire your tools and your resources and really giving yourself the space to do so is crucial. If you rush this part, you're going to find yourself on the other side, and whatever comes to life is not going to be all that it can be. Acquiring tools takes time. Acquiring skills takes time. And you have to, I cannot stress this enough, you have to give yourself time. I'm sure there are some of you out there that are like, oh yeah, I'll give myself all the time that I need, and that is amazing. I commend you for that. You are brilliant. But I was not one of those people. I was like, well, I kind of know this and I kind of know that, and I'm just going to go and I'm going to do it. And sometimes that worked out really well for me. At other times, it didn't work out so well. So I would recommend that instead of taking the chance, that you just give yourself the time. Just do it. It'll be so worth it, I promise. The next thing that you are going to encounter as you're working on a project or creating and bringing to life an idea is there are going to be a lot of people around you that have done something like this or maybe similar, or there's going to be aspects of it that others have done, and they're going to want to give you advice, or you're going to want to seek advice from them, which is great. Definitely listen to the people around you, especially the people that you feel that you can trust with your ideas and that are going to give you sound advice. However, don't take it as the only way to do something. Each person does things differently, and that works best with them and their energy and their way of thinking. So listen to their advice, listen to their guidance, keep it in the back of your mind as you're working, but don't feel like you have to stick to it. You are your own creative being, and you create in your way, and it's okay to allow that to happen. Everybody's different. Everybody's going to come at it differently. So don't feel like you have to do it their way. Also, in this process of acquiring tools and resources and bringing to life this project, if you aren't using your intuition, you should be. If you are being pulled to do something like reach out to a particular person, or to fine-tune a specific skill, or to go to this event, or even reconnect with nature and balance yourself in the process, don't discredit that feeling. Your intuition is telling you something for a reason, and you are your biggest advocate. Deep down, none of us really want to see ourselves fail. We may feel like we fail, and we may see that we fail in certain ways, but we don't. That deep source inside of us does not want to see us fail. So it's constantly sending us signs and signals and thoughts that are provoking us to do things that would better ourselves and better our process. And so listen to that intuition. Reach out to those people. Do those things. And sometimes it can be a little intimidating or a little scary, but that's okay. Do it. If you are being pulled to do something, do it. I guarantee you it will pay off. My last couple things that I always come back to when starting a new project is my two favorite words, which are patience and persistence. You have to be patient with yourself in the process, but you also have to be persistent in how you move forward and what you are doing to bring that thing to life. Consistency is key. So, I hope that all of that is beneficial to you in starting your new project or bringing to life whatever new idea you are working on. I want to thank you guys for listening and have a fabulous day. Chat soon.
Thank you all so much for listening. If you would like to help support Unraveling with Rayne, go to patreon.com/unravelingwithrayne. When you become a patron, you receive bonus content such as behind-the-scenes footage, along with other special content that you won't be able to find anywhere else. Music for Unraveling with Rayne was provided by Barefoot Randy.